Well, if there's one thing my elusive nature's taught me, it's to trust my first impression.
I don't want anything.
You're one to talk. You're a fucking clone.
I still have a moral compass. I still know right from wrong.
You saying I don't?
You're making me very uncomfortable. Please leave.
You almost killed him for suggesting tests.
I know how these doctors work. Tests lead to more tests, then to a bed, then to a
beautiful
cage,
day.
then to an op.
Oh, you're so upset. Come here. Come here. Say, I'm upset, Mommy. He's upset. I took the blankie away from him because I'm trying to record, son. You're a good boy. Every time he tries to move, he's like, oh. Be a good boy, okay? Okay? You're gonna get revenge on me by trying to make a lot of noise as possible, aren't you? You saw the title. I'm dead serious too. Like, these are two different movies by the same company, and yet they're both over an hour long. Reed, take over. I'm busy. I don't care, just do it. No. Ugh. Let's watch the Bigfoot one first.
In the year 2044,
robots came to take over the Earth, and something, we're in space now. We need help, so why not Bigfoot? Princess Kali Divine is taking over this role as we see the Archons, or reptilian Illuminati. For some reason, the Archons want the humans dead and only have a few thousand to do so. We see the aliens taking and even mentioning Joseph Stalin because I think they're supposed to be German, or the actor's supposed to be German. Maybe, I don't know.
I, the eternal reptilian manifestation of the soul of Generalissimus Joseph Stalin.
More than we've ever seen in one launch, and they're armed to the teeth. I'm gonna need back.
Okay, I'll admit, that was pretty funny. Also, the robots on Princess Kali's ship call her Mom for some reason.
Man the bridge, and keep us on course.
Yes, Mom.
So the leader of the Archons, Rolf, goes to Egypt asking help from who else but Anubis, as he and his hardly moving mouse set out to destroy the humans.
If the date on this screen is correct, I haven't had a blowjob in 3,000 years. And who's going to suck my dick with me looking like this?
Don't fret, Alistair. I'll find a devoted Archon who gives great head.
Yeah. Remember Deadpool? You know, how he breaks the fourth wall pretty often? When he does it, it's pretty funny. When this movie does it, it's not funny at all. Like, hell, why did they even... Fuck it, whatever. It doesn't matter. It'd be faster if I just got through the review and just bullshitted it.
Back to Princess Kali. We get info on how clones are possible thanks to ancestry websites. Okay, not helpful, but good to know because we never see the process. Also, we're probably wondering why the humans wear suits. It's because they can't do humans. Yeah, they can't really make humans, and it's because of the company, which, honestly, I can understand. Put them in suits, they sound like humans, they must be humans, but an alien, they could have horns, they could have scales, it could be whatever, and it's obviously an alien. Princess Kali says there is only a year left until everyone is gone, with only 420 allies.
Smoke weed every day.
So VH is our newest ally, and guess what his full name is? Van Helsing.
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
The robots figure out the aliens have a bomb that could destroy 2/3 of the galaxy. They decide to try and fight back with a robot called the Exterminator and set Dr. Jekl, yes, Dr. Jekl, has almost made it to where they can control the aliens via mind control. VH visits Exterminator and he's like, I want to destroy. And VH is like, yeah, I'm here to tell you, you could just do that in war. Oh, and we also have some aliens on our side like Queen Verena. Wait, why is Kali a princess? Is there a diplomat? I mean, the aliens have a dictator, so why a queen? Or a princess? Why not captain? Is that title too manly for you? Also, the queen dies in battle. Okay, good to know her. It doesn't matter in this one. The next one it does, but not really matter. So VH says he knows a guy who can help, but they have to find him. They go to a volcanic planet and...
Remove that helmet and identify yourself, lest I rip your limb from limb.
Oh yeah, and he sounds like Fat Albert.
VH asks for help and Bigfoot agrees to help. So one of the aliens wants to awaken Anubis while Raph wants the exterminator.
Alright, hear me out. No one is stopping you. So do it.
Speaking of stopping, Bigfoot does not want to do any testing. For reasons only because he doesn't want to be pricked, and they move on. And they move on to Dr. Jekyll and his teleportation chip. So they basically have the one-up. Bigfoot and VH fight as Bigfoot takes a shuttle and flies off for a bit. Callie tells VH that the exterminator has escaped.
Let me get this straight. You have one of the deadliest machines out here in the whole galaxy, and you have no guards, no cameras, no way of stopping him, no alarms to say, hey, he's escaped. This is why you guys are losing.
So some alien guy named Zal is alive, but is sad because the queen is dead. He wants to surrender, but Princess Callie talks him into helping him out.
I expect to see you on our front lines, ready to fight again. In Varuna's honor.
Yes, princess.
You're one sexy princess, you know that? Sex, is that all you think about?
So Ralph finds Exterminator as he gets very heavy with religious talk of Satan thanks to this colleague, and Bigfoot and the Exterminator begin fighting. Meanwhile, the alien headquarters are being attacked and VH goes out to fight. But in a twist, Bigfoot is teleported to the Archon, like out of nowhere, and begins to pray. He was teleported, but was never given the device or had surgery to have it put in him, so how was he teleported? Also, the aliens are never said to have teleportation stuff, so how the hell did this happen? And, just a reminder, no one knew that Bigfoot was out here, so they probably assume he's dead.
Hey, how can I hear you when your mouth ain't moving?
The same way I can hear you. Your mouth does not move.
Ain't this some shit?
So the animators are lazy. Got it.
Yeah, we get back to the Allies as VH is alive and is headed back to headquarters.
Return to headquarters. I want to fuck your brains out.
Excuse me.
Oh, did I say that out loud? I mean, return to headquarters at once.
Sex, is that all you think about?
Bigfoot goes and visits Anubis, and get this. They wanted him to grab something from Anubis, but Bigfoot's like, yeah, I don't like the Allies or the aliens, but you know, I was on the Allies side at first, so I'm gonna go with the Allies. He asks Anubis to take him back to the Allies ship, but Anubis can't do that, leaving Bigfoot stuck with the Archons once more. VH goes to test Dr. Jekyll's new teleportation thing, and the side effects is to fuck like a beast. Wanna hear it?
Thank you for your patronage.
After that, VH goes to where the exterminator used to be held and finds a person, Ra, god of the sun. Why are you here again? I get Egypt, but why are you here? Shouldn't you be with Raph, who actually knows about Anubis and Egypt and all that jazz?
Hell, if we're bringing up Egyptian gods, why don't we just bring on to this? Kitty cat.
So funny enough, Ra is like, okay, what do you wish for? And Ra is like, Raph, the enemy leader, to be a prisoner, Bigfoot to be back on our side, and a way to end this war. So Ra does that. Raph is like, the fuck is going on? And Bigfoot shows up and tells Raph that Anubis hates them. Well, he hates everyone, but besides the point. Ra tells VH that the answer to his last wish is in Area 51.
Together we can show the world what we can do.
The Archon figure out that Raph has been taken prisoner and the battle rages on. Raph teleports the three onto their spaceship. Hi, how? But Bigfoot escapes onto the enemy spaceship and manages to call for help. But while fighting, Kali finds the explosive, but trouble comes when the aliens from before shoot the gas tank and blow the ship up. VH and Princess Kelly are fine though, so no worries, because they escape into the bomb headed for Earth. Yes. With no one on there. Whatever. The two are saved, and Exterminator is locked away to be killed. Everyone lives happily ever after. The end. I think. Good. Sometimes the animation is quite good, but I did say sometimes. The characters do look nice at times, except Bigfoot. The space transitions are cool, and even the spaceships look impressive. Bad. Sometimes animation is really bad, like when the leader of the Archons is giving his alliance to Anubis. It's just green screen with fire with them praying on top of the corner, making it look clunky. And another time there's a giant circle where the editing process no one fixed, cursing for no reason. Coming with someone with ADHD who doesn't think before they speak half the time, the F word would come out of nowhere and it's not needed. Aliens that want blowjobs. The aliens are sometimes German and talk about old history like Joseph Stalin and Genghis Khan and Van Helsing, just to name a few. The characters can't do much when they can do victory scenes, lip movements, or putting their hands on their hips or praying. They can make clones but can't reproduce enough. Why? Why not reproduce one of the top soldiers or generals who can help them out? So no humans have any kids? They're all too busy fighting? I don't believe it. Half of the people that would be doing stuff in the population would spike. Like, it would fall multiple times. But again, realize this. Do you remember when Van Helsing came back and the first thing he did was fuck the princess? Yeah, that would probably happen multiple times. Also, why do we have a princess when her father is long gone? I feel like stuff had to be cut, because sometimes while in battle for a bit, it'll cut to the aliens who are just praying. Like, more fighting, please. I don't care about these aliens who are just randomly praying. VH changes design too many times. He's blue and white, then gray and white, and sometimes red and yellow. There are no other aliens or humans that we see. We see 2 humans and 5 aliens, so did everyone just stay shut in? Another issue I have is that half of it feels cut out. What I mean by that is the stuff with VH fighting Bigfoot is not there. How many people get places that are mysterious or, hell, flying or any spaceships are cut to save time for the movie? Like, for an hour, they're fine. And also, to give an example, they'll be fighting, and then all of a sudden, we're back to just VH walking around, just be like, la-da-da, nothing happened. Don't need to talk about this thing that actually happened terribly so.
And now on to the Trump one. It's the same thing. Really? What's the difference? It's literally the same thing. All they have is a man doing a Trump impression. He's in an orange spacesuit. And yes, it's pretty much almost the same premise, but you know, we gotta have Trump in here somehow. So I'll mostly fast forward through all the boring old shit through the first one just so we could get this done quicker. Mind you, I wanted to do the Bigfoot one because it was much less, but then it just dogpiled a whole bunch of shit that no one cares about in here. It's not like they're in a particular order anyway. It's just like, oh, they were both produced at the same time, so whatever. And is this any better? Gonna say no, but moving on.
In the year 2044, a Chinese clone of the 45th U.S. President Donald J. Trump survives the Earth's destruction by escaping his maximum security lab.
So some things have changed from this version to the Bigfoot one. 1. Now Crawley, who had been a jokester horny alien, is the leader and Ralph is not in here. Even though the two look almost the same from the first one and at times like there's no reason. Along with this, the Princess Rahl is now voiced by someone different. No clue why, but whatever. So Crawley talks to Anubis, who says there's someone who will overturn the Illuminati. Can you guess who it is? We follow Trump, who is in a doom buggy, who is giving his life story about how he's been so alone for 4 minutes.
It wasn't hard to lay low while the war raged. People were busy trying to survive, trying to save themselves, buying toilet paper like there was no tomorrow.
There is one person who Trump can call his friend that isn't food-related, however, Major Tom, who doesn't have much time left. AKA, he's probably gonna get cloned later, but you know, actually, it doesn't even fucking matter. He doesn't come back later. So who the fuck cares? Why was he introduced if he's not gonna come back? I have to whisper because I'm so pissed about this character that maybe could have had a good plot, but fuck you. Tom's just laying around, but if you're lucky enough, sometimes you can see Trump's face.
Hey, tell me the truth, man. How many of these broads did you grab by the pussy?
Jumping in here real quick. Some of these still frames are just Trump's face, like it zooms up and then it goes around. Or he's just lying around, like we just see him in an orange jumpsuit. That is all.
While calling out to see if there's anyone else out in the galaxy, Trump gets a hold of Queen Verena, who is actually on Mars. Trump meets her and she tells him about the prophecy and how he could defeat Crawley and Lucifer.
What?
Ivanka? Ivanka! Huh?
Can I just...
One of the aliens sees Trump on Mars and tells Crawley, so they set up down onto Mars and get ready to attack. Wait a minute. They used the same model from the last movie now. Whatever. Then who the hell was with Anubis? Is that Lucifer? Then why the hell did the two have the same face and voice? It's really confusing. Like, in this one, it's so, like, Crawley has, like, the same one as Rolf, like, body and face-wise, and bleh. Trump begins fighting the aliens with some familiar dubstep. Trump defeats them all, which leads to Crawley getting pissed off and begins setting up to go to Mars, while Trump realizes he's in this battle whether he wants to be or not, and calls Verena. Crawley arrives as Morano calls for more backup. Trump deals with them pretty well enough on his own.
You're coming with us! Turn around and raise your hands!
If you insist. Computer, play Trump's favorite playlist.
Verena saves Trump and tells him to go to hell. No, the place not to... never mind. And yes, half of the time Trump does look better than the others. Princess Kali, so Queen Verena and Princess Kali, still don't understand why they're queens and princesses, but whatever. Kali is alerted that Trump is alive, and she's happy because that means they're one step above the Illuminati. VH is sent to go with Trump after more sex talk. Did I mention there are dragons in this universe? And you know what that has to do with the story?
Nothing! Absolutely nothing!
Speaking of Bigfoot, VH goes to get him. The two head to Illuminati headquarters. There, VH gets inside and fights a random spaceman. No alien fighting? Who is this person? I don't know. They're not robots either, so where did all these other spacemen come from? Regardless, they're defeated, and why does VH keep changing colors? Keep it to one color. Whatever, I'm getting distracted. Bigfoot jumps aboard as they corner Crawley. Seems like things are going alright for our allies, but there is still one thing that they're forgetting about. You know, the thing our movie is named after? Trump's having some issues since the rockets aren't hitting the ship, and VH and Raleigh are interrogating Crawley. So everyone is being sent to help Trump. Never would have happened after 2020, and surprisingly, so does Queen Verena. They figure out the only way to end the war is to go to hell, and this is on Earth. In 2017, no current time. They haven't invented time travel, but who the hell cares? Because it's in Dubai.
I have no comment. Dubai looks lovely.
And then Trump begins talking like big sad emo team, and we see real people. Yeah, he begins talking about how he was cloned again, but that doesn't matter because none of these people come back. And all we care about is this ending, and if Trump dies. VH and Bigfoot go out to fight, and Trump manages to get to Earth and disguises himself in a hazmat suit. Since the Allies are losing, Kali decides to release the Hammer of God. Oh, and Hitler Alien is back. Nothing more to add, just welcome back, I guess. Also, Lucifer is in a wheelchair, because why not? But he's an alien. He lost them to the Kennedys.
What?
Things turn for the Allies as the mothership is destroyed, and that makes Lucifer mad and calls for more demons. A shark creature, alligator, the Rock's twice removed cousin, the headless razor, Jacob from Twilight, the exterminator, and many more go out to help, but that doesn't matter because we see Kali get out of her suit!
Groovy.
But she puts it back on a scene later, so boo! Trump is given the ultimatum to either join Lucifer or die, and he chooses.
That's it. That's it. We have more aliens coming from God knows where that are part monster, and yet we won. Victory's ours.
Good. Not as many sex jokes as the last one. I like how the aliens will fight one-on-one with Trump rather than all gang up on him. Also, hey, look, combat! And the planet looks cool. Like, some of them, not all of them. Bad. Characters move like they have ants in their pants or act like they're just cutting the jig. Oh wait, Trump did it multiple times! Sometimes on Mars, Trump will just have like a clear blue sky. Like, what's on Earth. Trump is a sad emo. Also, he's Chinese, but doesn't look like it, so I don't understand why you would make it Chinese, except for China. They wanted to try and drag this movie out by slowing the pan shots, and it looks clunky, like my computer is trying to process it. It happens multiple times, and I believe if they hadn't done it, this film might have been about an hour long, actually. Also, both of these came out on the same day in 2020 of October 2nd, which, weird.
I like to thank everyone for actually being here today because it's been a while. So I also wanted to do at least a decent review besides Mako, which I'm still working on because fucking claims, which I have to deal with more now. So probably for this one too. So for my next thing, I'm actually gonna do my own little special project. Yep, we're gonna talk about a lot more of the good, the bad, and the funny of Teen Titans. No. Teen Titans. I guess we're just talking about the bad of Teen Titans Go then. Fine.